Welcome back, and look who's back. It's Sean Patrick Goalie. Somehow it came out Sean Patrick Goalie as I was. He could do it all. He could play attack or goalie. Sean Patrick Goalie from Game Time CT. Talk a little lacrosse action. Your poll came out a couple days ago in Game Time CT. Real quickly, let's just run us down. We're going to start with 6 through 10. Run us down these teams and what you like about some of these teams, because so often in lacrosse, Sean, we see a lot of the same FCIAC teams in the top 10, right?
It's a little different this year. I think that you see a little more balance this year across the state. I think a lot of the FCIAC teams are a little bit down, but if you look at it, Greenwich sitting there at 4 and 6. They're number 10, I believe. Did they win today?
I didn't see whether.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, well, they were 4 and 6 when the poll came out, so they're sitting there at number 10. I guess people were like,
either way, they've got a losing record in the top 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the hockey poll where they played a tough schedule, so therefore you're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Number 9, Newtown, coming off 2 back-to-back really rough losses. They lost to Guilford by a goal, and then they lost to Glastonbury by a couple goals. Same type of game, back and forth, and their opponent pulled away late. And and here they are against Glastonbury yesterday, and that's I think Glastonbury is one of the better teams in the state. They've just got so many leaders, so many seniors, and it's a team built for success this season. And Newtown's just having trouble putting teams away, I suppose, the last few games, and they're not going to have any easier because they're going to go play.
No, now they kind of hit the gauntlet, right? In their
they got to play New Fairfield.
Yeah.
It probably would have been nice to get that one or even the Guilford one, because now they got to play New Fairfield, which is a juggernaut right now. They haven't lost in state yet. So
no, in fact, their only loss
was to St. Anthony's.
They're at the number 1 team in the country.
One of them. Number 5 team in the last
Okay,
poll
but a team that just recently beat Darien, a team that's beating
which
everybody.
I saw. I went down to Long Island.
Oh, you did? You went to Long Island
how about
for that?
Huh?
Nice.
I'm bringing out the lacrosse game this year.
He's dedicated to lacrosse like he is to football.
So where were we on the poll?
Well, we can go 1 through 5 now, because you were talking about New Fairfield, and New Fairfield is...
New Fairfield's number 5. Number 4 is New Canaan, which, I don't vote in my own poll.
Yeah, how does that happen?
Mike Fornabaio, what are you doing to me? You left me out. I'm going to all these games, 300-mile road trips over the weekend.
Gonna call Mike Fornabaio.
Yeah, I gave him hell on our podcast this morning. But anyway, New Fairfield's sitting there. They haven't lost. They're going to play Newtown this weekend. Really tough game there. New Canaan, who I think is the number 2 team personally. I've seen Ridgefield. I've seen Prep. I think they're better than both. They have a bunch of injuries. When I saw them against Glastonbury last week, they won all but 2 faceoffs out of 19, because they have 2 of the best faceoff guys in the state. Justin Weefeld and Tim Norton. Anyway, I think they're great. And O'Connell, obviously, Quentin O'Connell is one of the best players in the state. So I think they're severely underrated. They played a lot of out-of-state games to start the year, and they have not been beaten in Connecticut yet. Well, they go to Raftery Stadium, the best lacrosse facility in the state.
Awesome.
When they play Fairfield Prep this weekend, really big game, really interesting game. 3 versus 4, and we'll see what Fairfield Prep's all about. They're just coming off a pretty competitive game last weekend down in Long Island as well. They played Chaminade, which
Chaminade.
Graham Meany, their head coach, says is probably the best association lacrosse program in the country. I'm sure they even beat St. Anthony's pretty handily. They did a nice job with them. Prep really played well in that game. Came back, blew away Guilford, but Graham at the same time was like, I don't think we brought it today. Hopefully we're going to bring it by the weekend. If you love lacrosse, get out to Raftery Stadium at Fairfield U. It's going to be a great game there.
Is it like people have said so often in the past that it's Darien and then everybody else? Is that the case this year?
I don't think this is like a vintage Darien team. Again, a lot of new pieces that they're bringing in. They have a new goaltender. They have new attackmen. But you know what? This team still is pretty good.
Yeah.
Hudson McCorney, Henry Feifel, and even another Minikis. We have Michael Minikis, who played great down at St. Anthony's. He scored 4 goals. They took away their top guys, St. Anthony's, and he scored 4 goals, kept them right in the game. And let me tell you about Demopoulos, their goaltender. He's only a sophomore. He opened a lot of eyes down there. A lot of the ESPN guys were going crazy over him. He made some acrobatic saves to keep Darien in that game. Again, it's not a vintage Darien team. They lost 2 straight for the first time since 2015.
Both to New York teams. Yeah.
Right, both to New York teams, which actually, little fact here, that kick-started their 76-game win streak, which lasted 4 years.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, 4 years ago. The last time they lost 2 in a row. So we might not see them lose for another 4 years now. So, But listen, Darien's going to lay in wait for the winner of the New Canaan. Actually, not the winner of it. They're going to lay in wait for New Canaan after New Canaan plays Fairfield Prep this weekend. So they're going to play them at New Canaan. That's going to be, I think, a tremendous look at what's to come in the postseason.
We'll see you there, I'm sure. But before we just have a little time left, I want to get your thoughts on some of the best players in the state, kind of front runners for maybe Player of the Year candidates.
Oh,
I love O'Connell from New Canaan. He's aggressive, but he's so fast. When he gets going, you can't stop him. I've seen him come back from deep, take a ball away from someone, turn around, and score on the other end.
He makes that offense go. He got the midfield position, and they distribute the ball so well. He gets it to Chris Kinnett and some of his other guys, Liam Griffiths. They got a lot of weapons, and he can score whenever he wants to. He seems like he did that against Glastonbury.
He's heading off to play at North Carolina.
Yeah, he's going to North Carolina.
To join his brother, right?
That's one of the top programs in the country.
Yeah.
He's clearly one of the best ones. I do love the Glastonbury kids, though, and especially their two senior leaders, Justin Hazard, who's their feeder, and Kevin Tierney. Justin Hazard is going to Wesleyan, which the defending national champions.
D3,
he's going to go in D3. He's really good, and then you have Kevin Tierney who's going to go to Hofstra, which is a pretty good program.
Great program,
as
sure.
well. So that's a team I was dying to see what they were going to be about up at New Canaan. They just couldn't win the face-off, but they can score. If they get the possession, they can score with anybody.
Yeah, I saw him play earlier against Staples and pulled out a big win over that Rutgers team.
Yeah, a really interesting team to watch because they almost beat. If you remember, they almost beat Ridgefield last year.
Yeah.
They had a 5-goal lead on them in the third quarter, and they let that go away. So they're on a mission here. So we'll have to see about that. But as far as the other guys go, I mean, you talk about the Darien kids. We talked a little about them. The Canaan guys. Fairfield Prep, Mason Reale, who's a really just a kid who just creates.
Connecticut's got a bunch of them.
It's a hot spot here.
Bunch of them. Jack Feed at Greenwich and McCorney at Darien. Listen, Sean, it's always good having you here. Let's make this a regular thing.
Sure.
Can we do that? We can't get enough of Sean Patrick Bowley. Game Time CT. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more on CT Sports Now.